T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles around Louisiana. We have a top-notch selection of brand-new vehicles to choose from, as well as an extensive inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come by and check out our selection of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. Plus, we have an in-house parts and service department for all your needs. That's T&J Ford. Call 337-363-2153 or visit our website at tjfordinc.com.
In Ville Platte, football is more than a sport. It's a tradition. And at Sacred Heart, our Trojans carry that legacy with every play, every tackle, and every touchdown. Just like our team, our community deserves strong support. And that's where Savoy Medical Center steps in. Visit Savoy Family Healthcare, Ville Platte Family Care, Mamu Family Care, and our newest clinic, Savoy Internal Medicine. These trusted clinics have hometown heart. From pediatrics to chronic care, we're here for your family, your health, and your future. Savoy Medical Center, our family, healing yours.
Perry's Tire and Service, a proud supporter of the Sacred Heart Trojans, would like to remind everyone of their services. In addition to tires, Perry's Tire Service offers oil changes, brake services, alignments, and minor engine repair. They are located at 903 West Lincoln Road in Ville Platte. Give Kevin a call at 337-363-5621 for all of your automotive maintenance needs. Perry's Tire and Service will keep you rolling.
I'm Shayla Senator Rhonda Butler.
Test 1, 2.
And I want to congratulate healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year, and you continue to make significant improvements.
We focused on congestive heart failure patients who...
HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, Clay Landreneau, and Austin Dufresne are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic, 1477 West LaSalle Street, phone number 3632600, or in Mamu at Savoy Medical Center, phone number 4680460, or at Magnolia Therapeutics, phone number 5062294. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping every body work.
Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow Allstate and the Swallow family. Allstate Insurance Agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojans this season. The team at Level and TC Materials is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading, Level and TC Materials has got you covered. Contact us today and go Trojans.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help you. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat Sports Cards and Comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat Sports Cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
Get ready for fishing season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply.
I got the fishing poles. We got crickets, worms, and shiners. Yay! We need yo-yos too.
Get life jackets, sunglasses, artificial, frozen, and live bait, and everything else you need for your fishing trip. And don't forget your fishing license.
I can catch and release or put them in the grease.
Reel in everything all under one roof. Visit Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte, only minutes away from Millers Lake and Chico State Park.
The law office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans.
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it at Brown's. You'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details. Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Randy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call, 337-363-2346, or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. Dr. Jake LaFleur is a proud supporter of Sacred Heart Trojan Athletics. His practice covers primary care for adults, including annual wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans! Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients. So give them a call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans! Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They're located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans! This game is being brought to you by Vidrine's Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Rayne. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Philip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidrine's is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans! T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles around Louisiana. We have a top-notch selection of brand new vehicles to choose from, as well as an extensive inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come by and check out our selection of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. Plus, we have an in-house parts and service department for all your needs. That's T&J Ford. Call 337-363-2153 or visit our website at tjfordinc.com.
In Ville Platte, football is more than a sport. It's a tradition. And at Sacred Heart, our Trojans carry that legacy with every play, every tackle, and every touchdown. Just like our team, our community deserves strong support. And that's where Savoy Medical Center steps in. Visit Savoy Family Healthcare, Ville Platte Family Care, Mamu Family Care.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sacred Heart High School as we present to you the quarterfinal round of softball action in Division 4. Nick Vaillant here announcing the action for you. Today's matchup, your home Trojans, the number 6 seed, taking on St. Frederick Warriors from Monroe, the number 14 seed, and we're getting ready to set for action. So as we look around, St. Frederick's had a 17-13, I believe, record. But I looked through that record. They've played some really good competition. They defeated the number 3 seed a couple days ago, 5-4. And they looked the part. They have a talented pitcher from what I can see watching them warm up. So here's the first pitch. There's a ball in there. So don't let the seeding fool you, ladies and gentlemen. These girls, they didn't come from Monroe over here just to get beat. They look the part. They've got the ability. They know it. So the Trojans are going to have to play it well to come through with a win. Just joining me, and this is Nick Vaillant. Joining me is Chad Fontenot. He's been out here for a couple hours barbecuing. Hey, Chad.
Yeah, we got a big problem. I can't see over the fence.
You can hop up in the back of the truck.
I need a step stool.
That ball's down, so the count 2-1. We have limited video access for y'all today, so we'll constantly be saying the score and the outs and everything. So if you get annoyed with that, it just is what it is. There's the ball down. Move the count to 3-1. Top of the first, the leadoff hitter up for St. Frederick's. Nobody on, nobody out. And there's a 5-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter. So if you're St. Frederick's, that's exactly what you're looking for. Base runners on early. I was just saying, Chad, just watching them in warm-ups, they look the part. Got some nice-sized kids. Pitcher looked like she's a good pitcher from what I saw warming up on the side.
I can assure you they didn't come here to lose.
Yeah. There's another ball from Amelia. So count 1-0 to the second batter of the game. The leadoff walk, so runner on first.
Is that their starting pitcher warming up? Maybe so.
Yeah, maybe so. That's another ball. That'll bring the count 2-0. Alyssa Burnett comes in and talk to her real quick. So defensively, you have Abby Fontenot in left, Macy Drody in center, Bree Ordway in right, Ellie Wimuth at third, Alyssa Brignac at shortstop, Avery Pete at second, Emily Ordway at first, and Cora Lejean catching. There's a strike bunt attempt.
Yeah, so same defensive lineup as last game, and I think Jenna is DHing or flex DP for Abby.
Yeah, and it looked like when he announced the batting lineup, it's the first that we had a couple days ago. It's the same. Looked like he had the same lineup from a couple days ago.
Ball down.
Yeah, now 3-1 that can set the first 2 hitters of the game for Amelia.
Yeah, and look, Amelia has had games where she started slow, and that's not that untypical, but it is concerning that...
she's taking a hack 3-1. There's a good swing on it.
Yeah, and we 10 pitches in, and we don't have an out, so that's the concerning part. But Amelia's a workhorse, and she will hopefully get it together, and we'll put it on them.
Yeah. So you weather out here, outcast, wind blowing in slightly. Comes the 3-2. That's right in there. So there's a strikeout from me. So she comes back, gets the first out via strikeout. So that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter for St. Frederick's. in the top of the first with a runner at first and 1 out.
It's a big pitch by Amelia. I mean, you just can't afford to have 2 runners on base with no outs. So
yeah, she was behind 3-1.
Great job of her fighting back.
Here comes a 3-hole hitter up for St. Frederick's. That's a ball down. So the count will be 1-0.
I don't know if you talked about it late or before I got here, but quite a bit of support, quite a bit of folks wrapped around the field came out to support our Lady Trojans. So we had
nice turnout. So there's a pitch kind of up. The runner takes off from first to second. Cord unable to handle the ball, trying to get a throw down. So that'll be a stolen base. So it'll be there'll be a runner at first now with 1 out, 3-hole hitter up. Counts 2-0. Amelia comes set. Here comes the pitch. That's in there. So count 2-1. Yeah, Chad, so talked about St. Frederick's, if they're like 17-13 or 11 or so. But played quality opponents. They beat Opelousas Catholic. They beat Quitman. They've played West Monroe, I think, 3 times.
Ball. Yeah, no, they are battle tested for sure, and not that the Lady Trojans aren't, because we played a heck of a schedule also.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out you can't let the seedings fool you in this one. We're gonna have to play well if we want to come out with a win.
Fouled off third base side.
Interference with
catcher.
Must have hit the mitt. So that'll give her first base. Coach Pete wants time.
Yeah, that ball got really deep. So I mean, and that's the dangerous part about, going outside and letting that ball get deep, and I'm guessing that's what happened.
We'll take a short commercial break.
And our newest clinic, Savoy Internal Medicine. These trusted clinics have hometown heart. From pediatrics to chronic care, we're here for your family, your health, and your future. Savoy Medical Center, our family, healing yours.
Perry's Tire and...
Welcome back after that short trip to the mound by Coach Pete. That mound visit brought to you by Evangeline Bank. Thank you, Evangeline Bank. So that'll bring up your 4-hole hitter up for St. Frederick's. There's a ball down. So top of the first, 1 out. Runners at first and second for St. Frederick's via a walk and a catcher's interference. So now they got the 4-hole hitter up. Counts 1-0.
Up.
Ball's high. Coach Pete just threw in a rosin bag for Amelia.
A little get right. Gotta get right.
Outfield playing straight away. Here comes the 2-0. Shows bunt, lays it down.
Third base feels it. So 6 or 5-1 for the out. Runners advance. So you got 2 outs with the runner on third and second.
So if you say it right, we'll take that. All right. So now we got 2 outs, runners at second and third.
Great job by Wilmoth attacking the ball and easy out.
Yep. So this will bring up your 5-hole hitter for St. Frederick's. Again, just another girl who looks the part, looks like a softball player. Comes the first pitch. She's swinging, fouled back.
Yeah, really gets down in her stance, like crunch down, knees bent. She looks like she's all of 5'10", and she presents herself in the box as she's 5'2". So
yeah. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging again, fouled back. So the count 0-2.
Yeah, that stance, in itself is going to be difficult to hit balls up, and that looks like where Amelia is challenging her.
Came up, Amelia's throwing some balls this inning, and she came up swinging in the first 2. That one's fouled back to the right side. That one got a lot of the plate for an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have been up.
Yeah, because you don't want to you don't want to risk in the dirt now with a pass ball. But we're running at third, so try to work her up.
Yeah, and she's doing, I call it the jack in the box. She's way down, and when she swings, she wants to stand up. It's hard to. And there she does. She challenges her with a ball up high, but it's ball.
So the count's 1-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the first. No score. St. Frederick's has runners on second and third. Here comes set. Here comes the pitch.
Again,
there's another one up.
Yeah. Look, I don't blame her. I mean, that's looks like the weakness of the swing, and that's where I would go. But now you got to come back and throw a little bit more competitive pitch and let your defense work and get out of here.
Amelia comes set with the 2-2. Here it comes. That one's down in the zone.
That wasn't way off, though. That was a competitive pitch.
So it'd be full count. Here comes the 3-2.
Swing to third base. Ellie fields it. Era overthrows the first baseman. 2 runs are going to score. The batter advances to second on the overthrow. So really a pretty routine play after Ellie gets her hands on it. It was a hot shot and climbed up on her hip, and she managed to get it in her hand. So she did the tough part and then just lost it. Coach Pete comes back out to visit with the girls. That's the one you're going to look back at and question, what would have been if the Trojans aren't capable of scoring a bunch of runs. But we're going to have another short break here as Coach Pete is visiting with the umpires, possibly about a call. We'll be back with you in just a few.
Service, a proud supporter of the Sacred Heart Trojans, would like to remind everyone of their services. In addition to tires, Perry's Tire Service offers oil changes, brake services, alignments, and minor engine repair. They are located at 903 West Lincoln Road in Ville Platte. Give Kevin a call at 337-363-5621 for all of your automotive maintenance needs. Perry's Tire and Service will keep you rolling.
So welcome back. So St. Frederick's up 2-0. We got a 2-run error. They'll have the 6-hole up. They got a runner at second.
Yeah, we're absolutely guessing. I would assume that Coach Pete was questioning if the runner got in the way of Emily Ardowana, the first baseman, fielding the ball. But I think it was just a bit of a stretch for him to ask that question. Maybe he just wanted to give the girls an opportunity to catch their breath. But we're back live. 2 runs have scored. We have a runner at second base, and we are in a 1-1 count.
I mean, you're looking at the sign from Coach Pete. She comes set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung over the top of it. So yeah, St. Frederick's with 2 runs on the board and without a hit this inning. A walk, catches interference, and an error, and they got 2 across. And there's a fly ball foul down the left field side.
Hits the tarp.
Gentleman tries to catch it in the field of play. The umpire tells him, don't do that again.
Is that Hayden? That's Macy's big brother?
Yeah. But the man's been making plays his whole life.
Yeah, a little flashback. Some flashbacks.
So it counts 1 and 2. 2 outs here in the top of the first, runner at second. St. Frederick's up 2-0. There's a hard shot, and there's a clean base hit, and she's going to try to come home and score. She holds up.
Yeah, got the double cut there. Ellie cuts it between the pitcher and the catcher, and so we got a first and third with that base hit up the middle.
Let me double check what we had in the line, but I think this might be the 7-hole.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you got 2 runs in, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Yep, so this will be the number 7 for St. Frederick. Again, still with 2 outs, Sacred Heart looking for an out.
No, man, that's a so the strike zone is a little bit up. So that ball was, in my opinion, on the bottom, very bottom of the strike zone, but he called it a ball. So we're 1-0 on the 7-hole hitter. Big cut.
Foul back. Runner was taken off from first to second.
Evens the count, 1-1. Folks continue to roll in to support the Lady Trojans, primarily. Ball right back in the same spot on the lower half or lower part of the strike zone, called ball. So we got a 2-1 count. Never want to panic in the first inning, but it's time we get this third out. Fly ball to shortstop. Alyssa settles under it and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So that'll do it for the top of the first. Trojans down 2-0, coming into the bottom of 1.
HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, Clay Landreneau, and Austin Dufresne are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic, 1477 West LaSalle Street. Phone number 3632600. Or in Mamou at Savoie Medical Center. Phone number 4680460. Or at Magnolia Therapeutics. Phone number 5062294. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping every body work.
Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow, Allstate, and the Swallow family. Allstate insurance agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas.
Had to get behind the truck. I couldn't see over the fence.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sacred Heart High School, Nick Vail here along with Chad Fontenot. Moving to the bottom of the first, St. Frederick's up 2-0. Leading off for Sacred Heart is junior Macy Drody, starting center fielder. Where was that pitch?
I thought it was a strike, but
yeah,
he called the ball. Maybe outside a touch. I don't know if maybe it was set up outside.
Me having to turn around and look at the scoreboard all game is going to get old, Chad. So Macy gets back in there, count 1-0. She swings ground ball to third. She bobbles it. And when she bobbles it one time with Macy's speed, there's just no chance.
Yeah, Macy's one of those kids. She doesn't look like she's running fast, and then she's there. Big, long strides. Maybe her first 2 or 3 steps aren't the fastest, but when she gets rolling, she's as fast as anybody. Ball was hit the third base. Third baseman hit off her glove, so we'll call it booted. So error on the third baseman, and we got a runner on board. Here we go. We got the lefty.
Yep. So your sophomore starting third baseman, Ellie Winmuth, batting second. She's been in that spot. Catcher bobbles the ball for second. Macy goes down to third. She just read that ball. As soon as the catcher dropped it, even though the ball didn't go anywhere, Macy took off.
Yeah, I would argue definitely was not stealing. Maybe a little bit of a late jump, and but in with no issues at all with the catcher bobbling it. Again, she probably read it, but here we go. Ellie taking her second pitch. Shows bunt, ball in the dirt. That's going to be a ball.
A lefty pitcher there, catcher, Chad.
Yeah, great job blocking that ball up, too. I don't know if the lefty-righty catcher thing is that big a deal in softball as it is in baseball.
It just looks different from standing here watching it.
It does. You just have the average team, has more kids, slapping or from the left side, so it's. She does get the bunt down on the first base line, and she is safe.
She's got to go to second. All right, so Ellie drops the bunt down. In between first and second. The pitcher throws the ball away at first. I don't know. We got to be on second base right there. But Macy's able to come back and score.
Yeah, so it's So again, we're struggling with our lead off, and top of 2 hits a ground ball base hit between first and second, and she is safe aboard. Looks like the starting pitcher is batting. Is she the 9-hole, Nick? Squares up the bunt, bunts it right back at Amelia. Amelia throws her out easily at first. Avery was covering first base, and she tries to throw behind the runner at second base, but she's safe. She's back in time. So we got 1 out in the top of the first inning, and they have a 1 base runner at second base. looks like a slapper, which I think is their leadoff. Counts 1-1 with 1 out. Foul ball. Top of 2, 2 away, runner at second base. Bat came out of her hand and went flying down the first base line. First pitch is fouled off down the third base line. Another lefty.
This is Nick back with y'all. I know Ched's been saying it, but you just have to bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We trying to do the best we can out here.
Another foul ball out of play, left field side. Bring your count to 0-2. Where's our technical expert there, Nico? I saw he swung by and left.
Yeah, turns out he's got a little more of a life than I anticipated.
Oh, that's BS.
There's a ball down.
Yeah, ball down low. It's hot. I mean, it's probably 85 degrees, but it's humid. It's
thick.
Ground ball, first base side, out of play, or not out of play, but foul ball.
So top of the second, Trojans up 3-2. Counts 1-2 with 2 outs. St. Frederick's with a runner on second. And yeah, Chad, this is somewhere at the top of their lineup. Let me look it up real quick.
I'm going to guess this is their 3-hole hitter. Maybe 2-hole. 2, maybe 3, 2, maybe 3. Should have been auctioneer.
This is Hauser.
Ball up high.
This is their 2-hole hitter, center fielder.
That's what I said.
So they'll even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. Runner on second.
Student section's getting into it over there, and
that's not a bad pitch, man. She kind of dipped a little bit with her head, but that's.
Yeah, it's another player with a unique stance, or unique to us anyway. She's kind of crouched down and makes herself appear a little bit smaller, and maybe gets a smaller strike zone.
So Amelia comes set, getting ready with the 3-2. Comes the pitch. There's swings through it.
Strike 3. Good job by Amelia. So that's going to do it for the top of 2. Trojans lead 3-2. Our opponent, St. Fred, leaves 1 stranded.
With the best insurance products and services, a local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojans this season. The team at Level and TC Materials is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading, Level and TC Materials has got you covered. Contact us today and go Trojans.
Our fondest memories are those centered around people we care about. Fishing with Grandpa, hunting with Dad, cooking on the porch, or just sitting by a fire telling the good old stories.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Vaillant along with Ched Fondo here with y'all. Getting ready for the bottom of the second here at Sacred Heart. Trojans up 3-2. Leading off will be a 9-hole hitter, senior starting catcher, Cora Lejean. Comes the first pitch. It's got to be outside.
Yeah, it might be our angle. You know, from our angle, it looks like it's close to being a strike, but that same pitch keeps getting called a ball, so obviously it's slightly out. Cora's your senior catcher. Ball in the dirt, takes ball 2.
Well, she's shown she's not scared to throw you a changeup, so you know if you're a batter, you get up there, it's even if you're not looking for it, it's got to at least be in the back of your mind.
Yeah, I would suspect the top end of the lineup probably needs to be looking changeup and taking if it's not, because hit hard right back up the middle. Pitcher had to really get out the way, so that's a solid base hit by the senior catcher. And anytime you get anything out of your catcher, it's a good day.
And look, it seems like every time Cora gets a hit, it's center field. You know, she hits it right up the middle.
She's had some struggles early in the year, but she's been good lately, man. She's been getting her 1, maybe 2 base hits a game, and really doing a great job on the back end of this lineup, and setting things up for the top. So here we go with Macy Drody. Fly ball, not going to be enough. Center fielder settles under it, makes the catch. Cora was not able to tag up, so that'll be 1 out in the bottom of 2 with Cora Lejean on first. So this will bring up your 2-hole hitter, Miss Ellie Wilmoth.
Ellie bunted and got on with an errant throw in the first, but laid on a good bunt. Cora, one of the few catchers you'll see runs for herself. Of course, we have free courtesy around us with pitchers and catchers in softball, and she runs for herself all year.
Yeah, I mean, she's played a bunch of ball, is experienced, and is a shade above average speed. So, I mean, you can't argue with the decision to have her run, just from an experience standpoint alone.
Yeah. So the first pitch was a ball. So the count's 1-0. Here we're 1 out. Cora Lejean, runner at first base. Here comes the pitch. That ball's fouled off.
Yeah.
Fouled off by the third base side. So that'll even up the count 1-1.
Yeah, Ellie has been one of the most consistent bats in the lineup. Obviously, she's in the 2-hole. But I would say that she's probably not quite as sharp as she maybe has been. Is a weapon, bunting. I think her only base hit last game was bunting. And she squares the bunt, pulls it back for a ball inside.
So that'll move the count to 2-1.
She's got the kind of speed that you're not scared to bunt anytime.
Yeah,
and she's got it. Yeah, she can bunt for a base hit.
So pitchers come set, get ready with the 2-1 pitch. The ball's inside. She swings and fouls it back. So that'll even it up to 2-2.
Yeah, and she's hit for power both directions, but growing up, she was always had more power going away or going to left field from the left side. So inside is probably not her best pitch. That one was outside, but outside enough to be a ball. Good take by Ellie.
So that'll move the count full. Counts 3-2, 1 out here. In the bottom of the second, Trojans have a runner at first. 2-0 hitter up, Ellie Wilmoth.
The payoff pitch. Here we go. Fly ball, out of play, left field side. We'll do it again.
I want to thank some of our sponsors while we have a second. Outs at first are brought to you by Savoy Medical. Strikeouts are brought to you by Ace Hardware and HealthWorks Rehab. Here comes a full count. That
hard hit ball to right center, off the wall. That's going to be 2 for Ellie, and Cora is held up. No, he's sending her. It's going to be a close play at home, and she scores. Ellie is able to advance to third, so that's a stand-up double. Advancing to third on the throw, and a great call by Coach Pete sending Cora down to score. So excellent job of execution by all parties involved. That'll bring your score to 4-2 for the Lady Trojans.
That ball hit off the wall on the fly. I know we don't have the capacity to show it to you, but that ball was a line drive. It wasn't like a lazy fly. She roped that thing to right center, midway up the wall. Yep.
Yeah, if she hits the ball behind the outfielder, she's going to.
So now look, right now we'll take a ground ball to the right side. We got a runner at third. Trojans up 4-2 in the bottom of the second. You got 1 out, which is 3-hole hitter up Avery Pete.
Yeah, really a bunting situation here. I don't know if he's going to bunt her, but with a ball and with a runner at third with only 1 out, it's a really good time to bunt. And she does square and bunt, pushes it on to, and she's safe. Oh, good job. So they tried to get the out at home. And not even close to getting Ellie. I mean, she's flying down the line. Catcher did a really good job of receiving that ball and trying to throw Avery out at first, but it was not there in time. So that would go down as a fielder's choice. The run scores, and Ellie, or rather, Avery is at first.
Yep. So Trojans up now 5-2 in the bottom of the second with 1 out. That'll bring up your 4-hole hitter, Emily Ordwin, first baseman. She flied out to right field the first time around.
I can tell you they didn't look at a scouting report because there is no way I would coach anybody to try to get Ellie out at home on that play. I mean, especially not at this point in the game. Like she gets there quick.
Well, look, and that's the reason for the offensive side you call the bunt there, right? And you make them make a decision. Either they take the out at first and give up the run, or they try to cut the run down at home, and we ended up scoring the run and getting on it first. So
yeah, plus our way and negative their way. Yep. And
there's a strike.
That's Emily Ordwin.
Yep, Emily's up
to the plate. The junior has been up and down the lineup. Great eye. It does a good job of not swinging at balls that are not her pitch, especially on a favorable count.
Here comes 0-1. Yeah, change up. It's a good pitch. Yeah, he called it high. St. Frederick doesn't like it. It was a competitive pitch. If I'm them, I want it to. So that'll bring the count to 1-1, 1 out. Trojans up 5-2 in the bottom of the second. Runner on first.
Fly ball, right field side, out of play. Yeah, foul ball, right field side.
So the count will be 1-2 on Emily.
Yeah, so like I said, Emily is really good at working her count to her favor. That was in her favor and a ball that she would normally handle and just didn't quite get there. Hard hit.
Yeah, that's a clean base hit in between short and third. That'll move Avery up to second base.
That ball was up. I would argue it was a ball, so I'm complimenting her eye, and I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's a base hit.
Yep, she hit it right on the screws. So now that'll take us to the 5-0 hitter of Jenna Vayon, DHing today, with runners on first and second, with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Trojans up 5-2.
Don't want to offend you softball people. It's a DP flex, and I'm not sure which one's which. I can't keep up, but it's basically the same principle as a DH in baseball.
Comes the first pitch to Jenna.
Up.
Good eye. She tends to swing at that, so I'm a little patience there by Jenna.
It was soft, though. It had some stuff on it. I don't know if it was a changeup that was a little bit firmer than her other changeups, but was not a straight-up fastball.
Here comes the 1-0. That ball's low and in, so they count 2-0. Jenna walked first at bat. So 2-0 count, and now you just got to be sitting dead red, Chad. You've got to just be...
You are, but I mean, it's got to be your pitch. Yeah. The pitcher does look a little bit frustrated. She's drying off her hand. Again, it is...
Back line.
Back live, Nick? Maybe not.
I'll have to pull it up on my phone and turn it to where the...
So we're not 100% sure if we're live, but we're trying. Oh, close play. So I don't know what you saw and what you didn't see. So we again are having technical difficulty. It looks like the screen keeps kicking off on us. I don't know if it's heat related or just no activity. But Jenna Vayon walked. That loaded up the bases, and then our next batter, which was Amelia, was behind Jenna. Amelia grounded to shortstop. It was a fielder's choice, and they got out at home. So that's 2 outs in the bottom of 2. Ooh, big swing. I can assure you it is just as frustrating for us as it is for you. But we'll keep trying to bring what we can to you. So we got Miss Alyssa Bricknack up to bat with 2 outs and bases loaded. Looks at the ball. She spits on it. Outside pitch.
Yeah, Stuart, we really need a clutch hit right here, Chad. You know, bases loaded, 1 out, unable to get a run in thus far.
Clutch hit or a clutch camera. Either way would be good.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Here comes the pitch.
Just hits it off the cap. Just a little line fly to third base, and that'll do it for the top of 3. So Trojans lead 5-2, and we'll be back after this break.
Around the people join.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help you. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat sports cards and comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat sports cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
Get ready for fishing season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply.
I got the fishing poles. We got crickets, worms, and shiners. Yay! We need yo-yos too.
Get life jackets, sunglasses, artificial, frozen, and live bait, and everything else you need for your fishing trip. And don't forget your fishing license.
I can catch and release or put them in the grease.
Reel in everything all under one roof. Visit Industrial Service and Supply in Bill Platte, only minutes away from Millers Lake and Chico State Park.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart High School as we get ready to start the top of the 3rd inning. Sacred Heart up 5-2. Again, we apologize for our technical difficulties. We are just doing the best we can. There's a pitch, bottom of the zone, strike by Amelia. Oh, I'll check, yeah. Big congregation of students out here in the right center field and right field fence.
Yeah, lots of motivational speaking from that side of the fence. I don't know if the other team appreciates it as much as our girls do, but so we're in the, what are we in? Top of 3? Top of 4? Top of 3. So
comes 0-2. It's a ground ball.
Slow grounder. Alyssa attacks. It's close play. Gets her out at first. Amelia thought she was going to have a chance at it, and I think Alyssa thought that Amelia was going to get to it, and she had to get on her horse to get there.
That was your 3-hole hitter up for St. Frederick, so that'll bring up the number 4 hole with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Nobody on. Sacred Heart up 5-2. Here comes a pitch. Up in the zone, swings through it. Move the count to 1-0.
Line drive to left field. Base hit.
And I'm going to look, but I think, yeah, that's just a clean base hit. Oh, it's their 3rd hit of the day. So now St. Frederick's in the top of the 3rd. Has their number 5 hitter up with a runner at first, 1 out. Comes a pitch. Pop back to the catcher. Corey able to make the play. And it's a big out. That's the, I believe their shortstop was on the tall side. She had the clean base hit to center field in the 1st inning to score the runs.
Cora was the long starter. She got some help from somebody. I don't know if it was a dugout, which we always coach and preach and hope that the girls are helping each other. But she got turned back around. We got a chance for out at second. So next batter grounds out to shortstop. Alyssa does it on her own, fills the ball, walks on second, and that'll do it for the top of the 3rd. Trojans still lead 5-2, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 3rd in just a minute.
The law office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans.
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it. At Brown's, you'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart High School. Nick Vayon here along with Chad Fontenot, moving into the bottom of the third. Trojans up 5-2. Senior right fielder Bree Ordway up to bat.
Popped up out of play on the right side. Almost got a vehicle. Maybe next time. Overcast, humid, but we got a lead, so it's a good day so far.
Yeah. Tough first inning, but then we settled down. Hey, there it is, that changeup. She is not scared to throw it. That's a good one. Bree swings right through it, so that moved the count to 0-2.
Yeah, look, anything to get those batters guessing about what's next is a good pitch, especially if you can throw it for a competitive pitch. And she has been, I don't know, she's probably 7 out of 10 have been competitive or strike. Ground ball, right side, second baseman fields it 4-3 for your first out of the bottom of 3.
And that looked to be another changeup. She waited back on it and hit a ground ball to second.
They might have got a scouting report on her because she put a couple over here in the long grass and in the ditch last game, and I imagine they went back and tried to figure out what was going on there. Change up, and got her to push one to the right side.
So that'll bring up your starting catcher, senior Cora Lejean, taking the ball outside. Solid, clean base hit right up to center field her first time around. You can hear the dugout in the background. Really good. Some really good energy right now.
Yeah, I'm about to start singing along. No.
She takes that pitch on the outside. Trojans with 5 base hits thus far in the game to 3 for St. Frederick's. Comes a pitch, that ball's high. So to move the count to 2-1 here. In the bottom of the third, Trojans up 5-2. Counts 2-1 with 1 out, nobody on. Senior catcher Cora Lejean at the plate.
Good at bat so far.
Yep. Sit on that.
Another one. Yep. So she went back to that changeup, and that one just didn't even come close to being competitive. Cora did a good job of not swinging at it.
What you put on the barbecue pit today, Chad?
Man, we had a variety from boudin to pork chops to hamburgers to hot dogs.
Nice.
Everything but a frog leg, I believe.
So that'll be a walk for Cora Lejean. So she's on base both times at bat. So that'll bring up your leadoff hitter, junior center fielder Macy Drody. With 1 out and a runner at first here in the bottom of the third, Trojans up 5-2.
She can hit one in the back of this truck right here. It'd be just fine. I'll move out the way.
Yeah. That ball's in the dirt. Cora reads it and takes off and gets to second easily. It's just really good base running. She saw the ball out of the pitcher's hand was going to be in the dirt and just did not hesitate.
I agree. We've had some hiccups here and there base running this year, but the last couple of games we have been on point, taking advantage of every opportunity we can.
That's the second time this game. Macy did it earlier also, so that's 2 bags.
Hard hit, third base side. Third baseman fields it, throws her out at first base. Cora unable to advance. So ground out for your second out of the inning by Macy Drody.
So it'll take a base hit right here by Ellie Weymouth to put a run in. There'll be a runner at second here for Ellie.
We'll take a little repeat of what she did last time. She smashed one earlier.
She hit a line drive that hit halfway up the wall in right center her last at bat.
Yeah, we don't know what y'all saw and what y'all didn't see because we've been having technical difficulties, but she got a hold of one. Slightly different angle and it would have been out.
Yeah. There's a pitch. Low and in the zone, so that'll be a good take by Ellie right there, but it's a strike. So it counts 0-1, 2 out. Runner at second. Here comes the pitch. That ball's up. So that'll even it up at 1-1.
Yeah, they jammed her last time. She fouled a ball off on the inside, and they came back to the inside, and she said, I remember that. Another hard hit ball to center field. Center fielder settles underneath it and makes the catch for your third out of the bottom of 3.
So we'll head to the top of 4 with your Trojans up 5-2.
Repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans. Total Automotive in Bill Platt. Call 337-363-7771. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudins filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details. Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Brandy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through that.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart High School. Nick Vaniel and Chad Fontenot here with y'all on the call. Going to the top of the 4th. Trojans up 5-2. 7, 8, 9 due up for St. Frederick's. And umpire wants to come talk to Coach Pete. Can't get a ball.
I thought he was bringing him a Gatorade. Yeah, that's what I'd do. Bring the umpire a Gatorade.
I'd really love to get a 1, 2, 3, 9, 10 pitch inning right here. Comes the first pitch from Amelia.
Hard hit ball, center field. Jody takes a bad step forward, then tries to go back and just out of reach. A great throw come into second base, but so that would be it just depends on how you scored, but probably be scored as a double. Did not get a good jump on it, which is the hardest ball to get a read. When it's directly in your face, it's always difficult, and that ball was hit on a line. So anyway, base hit or double by the leadoff in the top of the 4th, and St. Fred's threatening.
Yep, so they'll bring up the 8-hole hitter for St. Frederick's. Just swinging the bats, and they just keep filling up the zone.
Yeah, it looks like she hit it off her foot. It hooded real bad.
Yeah. Umpire's going to wipe off the plate, give her a second. She's going to talk to Coach. Yeah, Amelia hasn't given up an earned run yet this game. Struggled with the command a little bit in the first inning, but has been okay. Comes the pitch.
Down.
Starting to hear some little juice from the St. Fred's dugout now.
Yeah, I mean, all they've had to cheer about is our mishaps in terms of giving up base runners without them earning it. Hard hit ball. Ellie makes a great play. So Ellie really didn't have a play. She dove fully extended and didn't recover real quickly. So probably scored as a base hit. And you have a runner at first and a runner at second. with nobody out in the top of 4.
And now what you got the 9-hole hitter up for St. Frederick's, and then they're going to get back to the top of their lineup here with 2 runners on and nobody out. So,
yeah, arguably you could have let Alyssa take that ball, but that girl moved pretty good. I don't know if anybody would have had to play on it. Oh, another ball in no man's land. Great job by Avery. I'm telling you, super job by Avery. So, kind of a pop line between first and second. Emily thinks she can get to it. She does not get to it. Avery picks it up off the ground and absolutely darts to first base, able to beat the base runner to get the out. So 4 unassisted on the first out of the top of 4.
So now runners in second and third here, 1 out, top of the lineup up for St. Frederick's. The first pitch is down.
Looks like
counts 1-0.
Looks like a different approach. Like they are like earlier. It looked like they were trying to get walks, and they are swinging the bat now.
Yep. Comes the 1-0. That pitch is in there. So it counts 1-1, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Trojans up 5-2. St. Frederick's with runners in second and third.
Up. Cora loses it. Nobody. Ball was up, and she didn't look like she was expecting it to be up, but it did hit off her glove, off the backstop, but the ball kicked back towards home plate, and there really was no room for anybody to advance. Brings your count to
2-1. Mia Kimstead, comes a 2-1 pitch. Rolls it, and that one gets by.
Yeah, again, probably scored as a wild pitch. Cora wasn't able to get in front of it and block it up, but again, nobody advances, no harm. More concerning that Amelia threw 2 pitches that were nowhere close to being competitive. Deep breath and get it back together. Ball down low.
So now, with the 7-8-9 hitter, St. Frederick's got all 3 of them on board with nobody out. I'm sorry, 1 out. 1 out. The 2-0 hitter, bases loaded. Coach Pete's giving the defensive call if we're going to try to take the force out at home or what the play is.
We're playing back, so I think we're just going to play it as it is.
There's a fly ball to left field. Throw.
She got her. Get her down. Let's go. Get in there. Come on, run down. No, Alyssa got her, no problem. So I'll run through it. Line drive to left field. Abby Fontenot fields the ball. A girl did tag up from third base. Abby had tried to throw her out at home. Ball was a little hot and a little high. Cora was able to handle it and caught the girl trying to sneak over from second to third, gotten a rundown. So you got 2 outs on that play or possession. I guess it's a play in baseball, softball. So that'll do it for the top of the 4th. I do think that they got a run out of it, so I think it's 5-3.
Yeah, Coach Pete's talking to him. I don't know if he's saying that she left early.
I would not be surprised if she left early because she beat that ball.
I heard him say no runs right there.
I'll fault Abby in plenty of ways because she is my daughter, but she has an absolute cannon, and that girl beat her not even close, and she was running up into that ball. Not often you're going to beat her in that situation.
Yeah, so St. Frederick's there without a run, and they went to tell the opposing coach, and he kind of hung his head, but he didn't really fight it.
Yeah, he knew it. Like I said, hard to believe that she could get there that fast.
Yeah, because Abby does have a cannon, and she was mid-depth at left field, and the girl had beat it by 3 steps, so she must have left early. Coach Pete saw it. And look, we have an extra umpire in the playoffs. Normally we just have a 2-man crew. Now we have a 3-man crew, so you have an umpire literally standing at the third base bag in that situation, so he got a good look at it. So look, we're not going to go to commercial break. I've been doing a poor job of getting these sponsors in here, and for all your sponsors, I apologize. There's no excuse. That's on me. So while we're a minute, we say thank you to Ace Hardware, Healthworks Rehab, Savoy Medical, Joffin Kim, Rick's RV, Mason Swallow at Allstate, Perry's Tire, T&J Ford, Jacob Fuselier, candidate for district attorney. Cayenne Cooling and Heating. Evangeline Bank. Silas Lahaye with Level and TC. Capital Planning with Josh, Amy, Todd, and Marcus. Bourdelon's Furniture. Dr. Brandon Fontenot and Mercy Regional Center. So bottom of the fourth, Trojans up 5-2. First batter of the inning is going to be the 3-hole hitter, senior second baseman Avery Pete.
Foul ball to the netting, left side. So that'll bring it count to 0-1.
Huge to get out of that inning, Chad, without giving up a run.
Absolutely. Ball off the handle to the shortstop. She charges it, fields it, throws her out. Be a 6-3.
They had out. Yeah, they had bases loaded with 1 out, and then 2 runners on with no outs. You know, just ample opportunity for St. Frederick's and unable to get a run across.
I agree. We put ourselves in a terrible situation, and we were able to fight out of it, or they weren't able to capitalize on it either way. And that stuff you know, considering we make it out of here, that stuff you got to clean up, because you start playing elite teams in this division. If you give up 2 runs in the first, you're going to have trouble. But great job by the Trojans of holding it down, and here we go. 1 out in the bottom of 4.
Emily Ordwine 1 for 2. I'm watching from the phone.
Call ball. 3-0.
They couldn't tell from the phone call if they left early. They said the stream was good.
We're getting some feedback by text message, which we really appreciate, because we're flying solo, our duo.
So if you missed it, go ahead, Chad.
No, go ahead.
No, so St. Frederick's had the bases loaded, 1 out, fly ball to right field, and the late girl left early, so she was out at home, and then the runner from second to third got caught in a rundown and tagged out. So we got a double play on that to get out of the inning without giving up a run.
So we got 4 outs that inning.
4 out, tons of outs.
I wonder if they'll let us carry one over. Emily draws the walk. So 1 aboard, 1 out in the bottom of 4.
So that'll bring up 5-hole hitter Jenna Vail. 2 walks so far today. Trojans up 5-2 in the bottom of the 4th.
Hard hit ball right side between first and second. That's going to be a base hit. Held up at second is Emily, so you got runners at first and second. Great piece of hitting by Jenna Vail, going with it, pushing it on the right side. So Trojans are threatening. They're in the bottom of 4.
Yeah, and Amelia Fonda up to bat, and she's been swinging it.
Yeah, I think she got out her last at bat, but I don't know. That might have been her first out in the last 8 plate appearances.
Yeah. So bottom of the 4th, Trojans up 5-2, runners on first and second, 1 out. Amelia Fono up to bat. She fouls that to the first base side into the netting. So now the pressure that we felt last inning in the field is now switched to St. Frederick's, and we'll see if we can capitalize. But again, we're going to have to play 7 strong innings. They're a solid softball team, so we're going to have to earn it. The ball's high.
Yeah, and battle tested. You know, if you let them hang around, they are going to continue to fight. And Amelia historically has been able to pitch forever. This year she struggled through some injuries and has got it together, and she's solid through 7 or through 7 quick ones. And, you know, you start getting to that pitch count up, you start getting concerned if, you know, can she go deep into that 7th inning. So you definitely don't want them hanging around. Well, you need to take advantage of these 2 runners on base.
So it counts 2-1, 1 out, bottom of 4th. Amelia
fouled it back, out of play.
Yeah, we looking at that one, got out of play. So that'll move the count to 2-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. 6-hole hitter Amelia Fano, your starting pitcher, senior, up to bat. You have Emily Ordwin on second base via a walk. Genevieve on first base via single. So 2 runners on, 1 out. With your 6-hole hitter up.
The senior pitcher, Amelia. Fontenot. One of the many in the local area.
Comes at 2-2. Throws it at off speed. That was a non-competitive, so now it's full. And look, I know that they're not going to try to walk her, but if they just lace one right over the plate right here, it could be dangerous for them.
Yeah, she's has a couple of home runs on the year. Several girls in the lineup have home runs. Hard hit ball up the middle. That's going to score one for sure. Yep. Okay, so a hard hit ball, single to center fielder. We do get one run. Jenna Vail advances to third. Amelia does not attempt to advance to second base. And look, she's your pitcher. I'll give him a little bit of slack on that because we if she gets injured, we are in trouble. So we're going to get another courtesy runner for Miss Amelia. A different courtesy runner. I didn't know we can do that. I thought you had to stay with this. Oh, that
is her.
Oh no, it's that way. Okay.
Now. So with one out, runners on first and second, you sending her right here, Chad? From first to second?
I don't know.
I
don't have the scouting report on their catcher. She looks like she's a pretty solid player. You hate to take the bat out of Alyssa's hands, but as we talked about in the previous game, Alyssa is notorious for hitting the ball up the middle. So, yes, to answer your question, I'm sending her.
Well, the thing is, even if Alyssa hits a ground ball right here, she's got enough speed where I don't think she gets doubled up with one out. And so even if she hits a ground ball and they try to get the double play, if they don't get it, Jenna will score from third and we'll get the run across.
Yeah, I would send her. I have Jenna protect her, maybe even a delay, but they do not attempt it. So we're going to hold the first and third situation. Alyssa takes that ball down low, so counts 1-0.
Pitcher gets the sign from the dugout. She comes set, get ready with the 1-0 pitch.
She's gone. No throw.
Fake throw. There we go.
Yeah, and that's a common practice. You see that across travel ball and high school ball. You know, take the base on the second throw. You let them relax a little bit. Maybe forget about what the play call is. So no attempt. They had no play on to try to get her. Not even a cut.
So here comes a 2-0. Alyssa slings over the top of it. So just reset. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Trojans are up 6-2. There's one out. Runners on second and third. So good spot right here for Amelia. Alyssa.
And we think our camera's working, so things are getting better by the minute. A hard hit ball up the middle. Hits the second baseman in the face. So time is called. It hit her in the face, like straight in the face.
It one-hopped. She went to backhand and turned her head, and it hit her right in the temple.
It looked like she tried to catch it with her teeth. That's what it looked like to me.
We're going to take a commercial break.
Their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call, 337-363-2346, or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. Dr. Jake LaFleur is a proud supporter of Sacred Heart Trojan Athletics. His practice covers primary care for adults, including annual wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans. Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients.
So recap, we're in the bottom of four. The score is 7-2. The last play was Amelia Brignac hit Alyssa Brignac a ball to the second baseman. I wouldn't say it was hit 100%, but it was hit hard. Ball bounced and hit the second baseman in the face, so it would be scored as an error. We do manage to score a run, which brought the score 7-2. Again, you have a first and third situation. You would think that Alyssa is going to take second on the first or second pitch. She does not take it on the first. So, what was the pitch?
It was high. And it looks like Coach Pete, he gave the one signal to Bree, which is typically take. And kind of stares down at first. And I wonder if this is the one where he takes this bag on the second pitch and she takes her here. No? Just a straight take. So it counts 1-1 here. The bottom of the fourth. Trojans up 7-2. 1 out. Runners on first and second.
She's going on this one. She's going on this one, Coach.
Yeah.
First baseman was almost in the way. Yep. She's going.
It was the squeeze. Bree, the pitch was above Bree's head. She tries to lay it down. But that's okay. Runner gets a second. Bree will have 2 strikes on her now.
Yeah, and that may have been the call. You know, she may have had to bunt it. But Alyssa does take the bag. It goes down as a strike. So the count is 1-2 on Bree. Runners on second and third.
So just looking for something to get the ball home. Fouls that one back.
The ball was up. That was a good job of fighting it off.
And Bree will hit the ball in the air. So that Allie Vaillant with good speed at third. So any kind of medium depth fly ball, Allie should be able to tag and score right here. Here comes the 1-2. It's outside, yeah, not bad.
Good take. Good take.
He's been consistent, Chad.
Yeah, no, he didn't like that outside pitch. And it might be a foot off. From where we're at, we can't tell, but.
So it counts 2-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Trojans up 7-2. Runners on second and third. Bree Ordway at bat.
Fly ball infield.
It's infield.
Second baseman settles under it for your second out of the inning.
So now it'll take a pass ball or a base hit by Cora Lejean to get this runner home.
Yeah, well, Cora's done her thing, man. She's got a base hit and a walk. She
was on base both times for sure. Yep, she has a walk and a hit.
Yeah, again, to keep things simple, from my perspective, your job as a hitter is to get on base. So whatever that means, whether it's a walk or a hit, swing, foul ball, out of play on the right side, just over the dugout of the opposing team.
And look, it's never over till it's over, Chad. But if you're able to score these 2 runs right here, you're really putting them in a bad spot.
Yeah, Trojans just continue to put pressure on St. Frederick. There's just not a lot of easy batters to pitch to in this lineup.
Yep. Cora swings through that one, so it counts 0-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, she got fooled on that one. Looked like the pitcher took a little bit off of it, and she swung a little bit early.
But you're down 0-2. You just got to keep your head and try to give a good quality at bat right here.
Up. Good take. Yeah, it seems like every time they get ahead of one of our hitters, they don't challenge us. Like they go away, up, out, down.
Yep. So it counts 1-2. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. The ball's outside.
Again, it's almost like they're just scared to challenge our hitters. And Cora is in the 9-hole, and she's done a great job, but there's a reason she's in the 9-hole, and they're not challenging her.
Yeah, their pitcher's up to 87 pitches now in the 4th inning. All right, just fought back to 2-2. Here comes the pitch. That ball's high. Fouled it off. Got just enough of it. But look, Cora was down 0-2. Now she's going to guarantee to see 6 pitches this at bat. Good for her not to just give in when you're down 0-2.
Yeah, good. Good at bat. Other than maybe the one swing when she got fooled on the speed. But
here comes the 2-2.
Up.
Yeah.
So fought back all the way to a full count. There is room for her at first base. I don't know if they read a scouting report or not, but I probably wouldn't want to face Macy Drody with the bases loaded.
That's a ball.
But they're going to have to.
What a great at-bat by Cora Lejean. Down 0-2. Draws a walk with a foul ball. Just a great at-bat.
And I love the dugout cheering for it. Like that's what good softball is. Like I said earlier, if I'm calling the shots, getting on base is the priority. And no, it doesn't matter how you get there. And I just love the dugout cheering for a walk.
So that'll bring up bases loaded. That'll bring up your leadoff hitter, Macy Drody, starting center fielder.
We struggle with leadoff because she's been 8, she's been 5, she's been cleanup, she's been 2. Coach Pete doesn't mind moving kids around. He plays the hot hand.
So here comes the 0-1. Oh, and she almost broke Coach Pete's femur.
Yes, he saw his life pass before him.
I don't know if that comes through on the video, but she hit that ball as hard as a ball could be hit.
He jumped out the way, but the ball had passed him about 30 feet when he jumped.
Listen. He's a lot of things, but I don't know if he's agile or nimble. Surely not nimble enough to get out of the way of that ball.
I don't think any of us
So here comes the 0-2.
Foul back. That ball was crushed.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what the exit below was on it, but it was moving.
If that thing had hit him, they would require the third base coaches to wear a helmet from now on because it would have just annihilated him.
He may have to take a short break after this half inning.
So here comes the 0-2. Oh,
change up. Nice pitch. Jody goes down swinging. So that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. Trojans lead 7-2. We'll be right back with you with the top of the 5th.
Call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans. Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They are located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans. This game is being brought to you by Vidrine's Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Ring. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Philip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidrine's is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans! T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles around Louisiana. We have a top-notch selection of brand new vehicles to choose.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart High School. Nick Vail and Chet Fontenot here with y'all. Moving into the top of the 5th, Trojans are up 7-2. St. Frederick's is going to have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up, so important inning for the Trojans right here.
They're all important, Nick.
Yeah.
7 innings are all important. Foul ball, out of play, left side.
And again, they come up ready to swing the bat.
I don't blame them. You know, other than the first half of the first inning, Amelia has shown the ability to throw strikes. A couple of little slip-ups last inning, but I don't blame them for swinging.
Here comes 0-1. They choked the changeup. So it moves the count to 1-1.
I like it. It's something Amelia didn't do early in the year. Just throwing that changeup changes some eye level. I mean, that was not a competitive one, but just to know that it's in her bag gets them thinking. Now she comes back with the gas. I don't know what that one was, but if she throws 65, it was 65.
Mm-hmm. So it counts 2-1 here. Top of the 5th, nobody out. Trojans up 7-2.
Hard hit ball to left field. Abby fields it, gets it in for the single. So she was in a position where she came back middle. Girl had her timed up after the heat, got her sped up with that high fastball, and she was able to get the meat on it. And just like that, they got a runner in on base.
Yep, so they'll bring up your 4-hole hitter for St. Frederick's. Runner on first, nobody out. Ground ball to third. That took too long when Jake got out of third. Yeah, it was slow developing. Good for Ellie right there, not to try to force out at second. She goes over to first and gets it.
Yeah, it looks like she mishandled a little bit. I mean, it was slow hit, so I don't think there was ever going to be a play at second base. The young lady that advanced to second base is grabbing her backside like she maybe pulled a little hammy or something.
Yeah, sure. Or hit the bag coming up, but she's...
It hooded real bad.
Yeah. So, umpire cleans off the bag, gives her a second to recoup.
Lady Trojans do get the out, so you have one out in the top of 5 with a runner on second. Pitch was not competitive, way up. Cora was able to keep it in front. Runner does not advance.
So Emilia comes set with the 1-0.
Foul ball. Out of play.
So you know to count 1-1 with one out here in the top of the 5th. Jordan's up 7-2. 5-hole hitter up for St. Frederick's. Runner at second. Here comes the 1-1. That looked like a good pitch. Yep.
It was.
It was a strike, 1-2.
Just jammed there. Got, inside part of the plate, but definitely a strike.
Maybe it works quickly. Here comes the 1-2. Ball down and in.
Good job by Cora. Catching that ball just off the dirt.
And maybe it would just work as fast as you get the call in there. She's ready to go. Comes the 2-2.
Up and out. Ball.
Yeah, there's the appeal. Yeah.
What are we appealing? A check swing?
Yeah.
I don't think it was even remotely close to a check swing, but it didn't hurt to ask. Alyssa's walking over to second base.
There's a ball. Oh, there's a ball in right field, or a tennis ball or something. That was in the field to play, and they had to throw out.
Bree throws it over the fence and comes back to play ball.
All right, so the count's 3-2, one out. Runner at second. Low and in, walked her.
And that was a competitive pitch. It was a good take by the batter. Not a bad pitch by Emilia, but
So now a 6-hole hitter up for St. Frederick's with one out, runners on first and second, and they're looking to get something going.
So game time today was at 4:30. Just to say a little bit about these seniors, it's their last day of school, and they always do a opening of the doors and picture opportunities, and our seniors said no thanks. We're going to the softball field, and we're going to get ready for this quarterfinal matchup. So that just tells you where their head was. They're all about the softball.
Yeah, that's great to see. Or here. I didn't see it, Jed. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you were hard at work. Ball down, gets by Cora, runners advance. So runners advance to second and third. Still one out in the top of the 5th.
So now you just got to keep fighting if you Sacred Heart. Look, they may get a run across, but you just can't let them have a big inning right here. Getting toward the bottom of their lineup, they've got runners on and one out. They may get a run or two, but you just gotta keep this contained. Comes the 2-0.
Ball popped up to shortstop. Alyssa eats it up. Runners do not move. So that'll be your second out of the top of the 5th inning. Good job by Emilia. Jammed her on that one. Yeah, back to thought process. I agree. Like, you've got a big lead. Should see a lot more middles. Probably less strikeouts, and let your defense work.
So they'll bring up the 7-0 hitter. She's 1 for 2 on the day, and runners on first and second. First pitch is up high. Count 1-0. Maybe comes set. There's a good pitch. Foul to Coach Pete. He can't make the play barehanded. And Chet, he's got to make that play. If we're going to coach kids and teach them the way to field the ball. I know that was with his left hand, no glove, but you got to set an example.
Yeah, my example would be get back in the dugout and don't embarrass myself.
There's a clean base
just
hit.
Over shortstop. So I complimented Abby earlier on her arm because she does have a strong arm. She did not a very good job of getting that ball to the double cut. So base hit just over the shortstop's glove. Abby fields it, throws it in. Wilmoth does double cut it, but not in time. So both runs score, and the batter advances to second.
So that walk came back to score. So now the score is 7-4 here in the top of the fifth. And St. Frederick's getting some momentum. First pitch is fouled off, so the count's 0-1. While we have a second, we'll say thank you to Colda Slavin and Casey Ordwan, Fondo Financial and Brandy, Jason at T&J Ford, Perry's Tire with Kevin, Soella College. Comes 0-1. Ball's high. Also say thank you to Doucette's Hair with Emily Fontenot, Bayou Marine Seasoning and Hair Movements with Bridget and Kinsey, American Crawfish with Laura Lee Swallow. So Amelia looking for the sign. Count 1-1. 2 outs. Comes a pitch. That ball's low.
Yeah, percentage of strikes has gone down. It is concerning. We do still have a 3-run lead, but you would like to protect that lead by just throwing strikes and letting your defense work. Coach Pete calls the time, and I'm sure he's going to ask Amelia what's going on. But we'll take a short break, and we'll be back with you after this mound or circle visit.
As well as an extensive inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come by and check out our selection of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. Plus, we have an in-house parts and service department for all your needs. That's T&J Ford. Call 337-363-2153 or visit our website at tjfordinc.com.
In Bill Platt, football is more than a sport. It's a tradition. And at Sacred Heart, our Trojans carry that legacy with every play, every tackle, and every touchdown. Just like our team, our community deserves strong support.
All right, welcome back. That mountain visit brought to you by Evangeline Bank. So reset, we are in the top of the fifth. St. Sacred Heart's up 7-4. Counts 2-1, 2 out. And there's a ground ball to second. Should be an easy out. And that gets us out the inning. So St. Frederick's gets 2 on a clutch 2-out hit. And we will move to the bottom of the fifth with your Trojans up 7-4.
And that's where Sabwa Medical Center steps in. Visit Sabwa Family Healthcare, Bill Platt Family Care, Mamu Family Care, and our newest clinic, Sabwa Internal Medicine. These trusted clinics have hometown heart. From pediatrics to chronic care, we're here for your family, your health, and your future. Sabwa Medical Center, our family, healing yours.
Perry's Tire and Service, a proud supporter of the Sacred Heart Trojans, would like to remind everyone of their services. In addition to tires, Perry's Tire Service offers oil changes, brake services, alignments, and minor engine repair. They are located at 903 West Lincoln Road in Ville Platte. Give Kevin a call at 337-363-5621 for all of your automotive maintenance needs. Perry's Tire and Service will keep you rolling.
I'm State Representative Rhonda Butler for District 38, and I want to congratulate healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year.
HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, Clay Landreneau, and Austin Dufresne.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart. Going to the bottom of the fifth. St. Frederick's got 2 in the top of the fifth right there to cut into the lead. Trojans up 7-4. 2-hole hitter, starting third baseman, Ellie Wimuth up to bat. Umpire wants to clean off the plate. So harder to line up for the Trojans up right here in this inning. See if we can get a run or 2 across. Wait, Chad, let me look. Is this a new pitcher? I thought it was number 10 who was pitching before. Yes, this is a new pitcher.
Yeah, it is a new pitcher.
This is Davis. She's the 7-hole hitter who just got the 2 RBI base hit with 2 outs in the top of the inning.
Yeah, it looks like the pitcher maybe went to second base.
Yep, that's right. So fresh pitcher up for St. Frederick's. Doesn't look to be much of a velocity difference.
Hey, you can't blame them for changing it up. I mean, we have been on their starter from the get-go.
Yeah, I would argue that we should have more than 7 runs.
You definitely argue that they should have less than 4.
Yeah. So now move the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Trojans up 7-4. Comes the 1-2. Ball's outside.
She's got a little more go-go.
Yeah, a little pace. So they put her in with a couple potential more at-bats for the Trojans in there to get a live arm after them. So count 2-2 to Ellie. That ball's down. So that moves the count full. And it's, if you can get it, especially at Ellie, but anytime you get the leadoff runner on, and especially Ellie with the 3, 4, 5, 6 coming up, your chances of getting a run across in this inning are just huge. Yeah, she tried to pull an outside pitch and swings through it. So that would be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, maybe a good move by them, bringing in a different arm, a different look. We've been all over the starters. So.
Well, and it would have been her 4th time through the lineup, you know, with the girls getting a look at her. So. And look, if you have the roster to do it. That's a pitch up and out. To Avery, this is your 3-hole hitter, senior Avery Pete, second baseman.
Yeah, and for those that haven't followed us throughout the year, we really don't have another option. Amelia is our horse. We're going to ride her to the end. We have a couple of promising young pitchers that are coming through, but they don't have the game experience and don't have the stuff that Amelia has.
So that's a delayed strike call. Counts 1-1 here, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Trojans up 7-4. That ball's
inside.
in.
Yeah. Gotta take that one in the old calf. Easier said than done.
The front part of the calf would hurt. The old shin. So it counts 2-1. Comes a pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle.
Great job by the shortstop. She does stop the ball, but not it. They called her out?
No, they called her safe.
Yeah. So fully extended. I mean, the ball is basically on top of the bag. Great range by the shortstop, but and actually made a competitive throw, and it was a bang play at first. But Avery got some wheels, and she was there.
It was closer than I thought it was going to be. When she was laying on the ground with her head facing us in the outfield, I was like, well, I didn't even think she was going to throw the ball. So good attempt there by her.
She looks like that shortstop looked like she's 6 foot.
Yeah. So runner at first. This is 4-hole hitter up Emily Ordway, junior starting first baseman. There's an inside strike call. Coach Pete goes through a set of signs. Lots of elbows and wrist. Saw an earlobe in there. Can't tell you what it means.
Just so it stays on the upper side of his body. We're in good shape.
Yeah, that's
ball up. Emily fouls it out on the right side. Almost hits their bus.
So they move the count 0-2 now on Emily with 1 out. Runner at first. Starting to get a little breeze. Not quite as humid as it was half hour ago. Pitcher comes set. Here comes 0-2. There's a changeup. Bounced it.
I'm sure there's a reason why the starter started, but if this girl's there, number 2, she is just as good today.
There's
line drive.
Yep, soft
left
hit.
Center.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of caught it on the cap, but enough, to get in that gap between left center. Base hit by Miss Emily Ordway.
Yeah, good job. Good piece of hitting. So now to bring up your 5-hole hitter, Junior Jenna Vayon. She's 1 for 1 on the day with 2 walks, and in a spot right here with 2 runners on and 1 out. Where a base hit, we can look at doing some damage this inning. Pitcher comes set. Jenna takes that one right on the middle. comes the 0-1. Up and away, started like she wanted to offer at it and held back. So count 1-1, 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th, Trojans up 7-4. Runners on second and first and second. Jenna Vail at bat, Amelia Fontenot on deck. Here comes the pitch. That ball's down. Gets to the backstop.
Yeah.
Both runners advance.
Easily. Ball was just short of the plate, so it took a terrible high, wild pitch bounce.
And if we look right here, Coach Pete can't see it. The third base umpire behind him, Chid, he's got his arm out. When Avery went to round, the third baseman's in the way. If we see that, we will. But anyway, there's no way for that to work. So now Jenna's just got to put a ball in play. Hit a ball on the ground somewhere, get the run in, or hit a sac fly.
Yeah, with the latest obstructions and interferences, bunted. Good bunt. Scores the run. She does get her out. So
I thought she was safe too. She jumped off the bat. That's what Pete's saying. She came up. But look, job well done. Put the bunt down, got the run in. That's a sacrifice, an RBI. Run goes to third. And she did. She had a little mini hop at first. Couldn't tell exactly when she came up or down, but
that's an excellent job of bunting. Like that's a sacrifice bunt. That's what you're asking her to do. And Coach Pete's asking, can we get some help over there at first base?
He did. She came off the bag a little bit, and he's saying that she came back down before Jenna got there, but
up, down, up, down.
But mission accomplished. Got the run across. So that'll make the score. Trojans up 8-4 in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs runner. It's still at third. So a pass ball or a base hit right here by Amelia Fontenot will get another run in. Amelia 2 for 3 on the day.
Yeah, I love the bunt call with Jenna because she's on the bottom half of speed, but just getting that sacrifice bunt down, making them make a play. Pitcher thought about going home, but there was no play at home and got the run. So that's good fundamental softball from all parties involved.
Yep. The worst, you put the bunt down, and almost the worst case scenario is what happens. She get on out of it first, but you get the run. You know, if she pops it up or strikes out, and now you got 2 runners on with 2 outs, and if we don't get any across, it just changes the whole momentum of the game. So,
yeah, and oddly enough, it's not something we did a ton. So that's a soft ground ball back to the pitcher. So that's a 1-3 for your third out of the bottom of the 5th. So it'll bring your score to 8-4 as we get ready for the top of the 6th. So we'll be back with you in just a minute.
Are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic, 1477 West LaSalle Street. Phone number 3632600. Or in Mamou at Savoie Medical Center. Phone number 4680460. Or at Magnolia Therapeutics. Phone number 5062294. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping every body work.
Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow Allstate and the Swallow family. Allstate Insurance Agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojans this season. The team at Level and TC Materials is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart High School. Nick Vail and Chid Fontenot here with you on the call. Going to the top of the 6th. St. Frederick's coming up to bat. Trojans are up 8-4.
Yeah, Trojans got a run back in the bottom of the 5th, so that was good to see. Kind of stop the momentum. Not that I thought that there was a lot of momentum, but it's always good to get a run on the board.
Yeah, Trojans have scored in every inning but the 3rd inning. They got 10 hits through 5 at bats. So
foul back, out of play.
I'm trying to see where we're in the lineup. The game change is not updating for me, but this is number 10. This is their starting pitcher. Counts 1-1. Here comes a pitch that's high.
Sure got a supportive statistician in the dugout over there, that tall, skinny girl.
Oh, yeah?
She's been cheering the whole time. That's the younger sister.
Yeah, that's my freshman. Caitlin's in there, did stats all year. Here comes a pitch. Popped up. And it gets there. It's out of play. So now move the count to 2-2. Nobody out. In the top of the 6th. For those of y'all watching, we play 7 innings in high school. So 2 at-bats left for St. Fred's.
Running out of opportunities. But like we said before, they've been battle tested. They're going to fight to the end. Foul ball right side. Avery turns her hips and makes the catch. Good job. So Avery has played a solid second baseman.
Very well.
She made that play she made earlier in the game, getting down, picking up that soft little pop line and being able to run that girl down at first base was really, really good and in a critical time.
Yeah, so this will bring up your leadoff hitter for St. Frederick's. We're 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Trojans up 8-4. Man, that's a clean base hit. I don't think she attempted to slap early in the game. Or maybe I missed it.
No, she has been.
Okay.
Yeah, she has been. She's slashed and slapped.
So she did her job. It's a clean base hit. So that'll be
man, that ball 3 feet in either direction is an out, but it just perfectly placed between the shortstop and third baseman.
So 1 out, runner on. There's 2-hole hitter up for St. Fred's.
Fly ball out, back. So I would define that as a terrible approach by our left fielder, which happens to be my daughter, Miss Abby Fontenot. I don't know if she could have got there, but I think that she probably should have gotten there. So
yeah, she just got turned around with that left-handed batter. It's slicing away from her. And
anyway, it'll in my book it's an error. It'll go down as a hit, and they got runners on second and third. Top of 6, 1 out. Trojans lead 8-4.
So this is the
Hey, forget about it. Move on. Let's go. Get the next one.
Let's go. Count 1-0. 1 out. Runs on second and third. Ooh, I want that one. A little low in the zone.
Umpires have been consistent all day. I mean, they haven't given that low strike. They haven't given that outside strike. Good, solid. Maybe a little tight, but very consistent. Same spot.
3-0.
Yeah. So down by 4, you would suspect that she is going to keep the bat on her shoulder in that 3-0 count. And she was taking that all the way. So here we go. Bases loaded. St. Fred threatening again. 1 out in the bottom of 6. Score is 8-4.
So bases loaded. Cleanup hitter up. 1 out in the top of the 6th.
One little yaya and the game's tied.
And maybe up to 102 pitches. Comes the first pitch.
Fouled back, out of play. Yeah, a game that we just felt like we were in complete control of, and maybe still are, but all of a sudden they have an opportunity to do some damage.
Yeah, if you're St. Fred's, you got to feel lucky to be in this position right here where, you got 1 out, you got your cleanup hitter up with the bases loaded and an opportunity to get back in it. There's a great changeup.
Yes, excellent.
Just a half-hearted swing over it. So now the count's 0-2. See if we can just try to blow something by her up high, avoid the ball in the dirt. Maybe she can pop it up. That's what it is. Fastball high and outside. So it counts 1 and 2, 1 out here. Top of the 6th. Trojans up 8-4, bases loaded. There's another one high.
Yeah, being the 4-hole hitter, you probably have a different approach with the bases loaded. You gotta kind of pitch around her just a little bit. Hopefully she swings at a pitch that's not her favorite.
Comes a 2-2. Fouled back.
I would love to see a strikeout right here, boys and girls.
Yeah, it would be huge.
Amelia has typically been unaffected by this type of scenario. She's extremely seasoned. Ball up, so that'll bring it to a full count. Nowhere to put her.
So full count, bases loaded, 1 out. Jordan's up 8-4, top of the 6th.
Up, walked it. All right, we're starting to take some deep breaths here because we definitely are concerned about the current situation. Amelia walks the batter with nowhere to put her. Bases were loaded, so they get a run on the walk. Still 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Trojans still hold a 3-run lead.
But we told you that this team was not going to give it to you, and they weren't coming here to lose. So we're going to have to fight to the end. And if we don't fight hard enough, we're going to lose. So. Short mound visit just by the players only. So this is the 5-hole hitter up for St. Frederick's. Bases still loaded, 1 out. So it was 8-5.
Huh, Nick? A little.
There's a ball down.
Coach Pete doesn't typically show a lot of emotion, but when he starts scratching his neck and his head, I get the feeling that he's starting to be a little bit uncomfortable. I would be.
I am. That ball's high. It's 2-0. You can hear the St. Frederick's dugout fully alive.
Yeah, it's softball is always an emotional swing back and forth, and Hardy. Good job. Time for 2. Not in time. So ground ball to Alyssa at shortstop. I'm sorry, I'm grunting and moaning and squealing. I sound like a stuck pig, but was not able to convert the double play. But we did get the out, and they did get a run. So now you have a 1st and 3rd situation with 2 outs. And in the bottom of 6, scores 8-6. Avery had a long way to go. It was hard.
Yeah.
Alyssa had to wait on her because the ball pulled Alyssa towards second base. Probably not quite in range for her to take it herself, but close. It kind of in between.
So this is the whole thing. So 2 outs, runners on 1st and 3rd. Runner, it's always they try to take second base right here if we're going to give it to them. They don't know if we're going to give it to them or not. She did not appear to go on the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. She stays put. That ball's high.
Yeah, I think the book would tell you not to do it. Not when you're down by 2. Not with 2 outs. And not when you have the momentum in your favor. But I don't know. It depends on their observation of the... Oh, it looked like she might have been moving there. Or maybe the hit and run. But that ball was fouled off on the left side, off the dugout or off the wall. Brings you count to 1 and 2. And still have a 1st and 3rd situation.
Your 6-hole hitter up for St. Frederick's right here. The count 1 and 2 and 2 outs.
That's strike 3. That's strike 3. So that's going to do it for the top of the 6th. The St. Fred does strike back. They do get 2 runs out of the deal. Brings your score to 8-6. Lady Trojans are ahead going into the bottom of 6. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
House pads, driveways, and grading, Level and TC Materials has got you covered. Contact us today and go Trojans.
Evangeline.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help you. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat Sports Cards and Comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat Sports Cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart High School in Ville Platte, Louisiana. Nick Vaillant along with Ched Fondo here for you on the call. Going to the bottom of the 6th. St. Frederick's clawing back. The scores, Trojans are up 8-6. We're going to have 7, 8, 9 up. First up is your senior shortstop, Alyssa Brignac, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs on the day. And Trojan, the momentum's in St. Frederick's side right now, so we're looking for something to get that moving. That's a Sacred Heart dugout you can hear.
Trying to get their teammates up and going.
Yep.
Been a good game, and two, box score says it's 2 equal teams. You got 10 hits to 8 hits. Both teams have a couple errors. It's been a very competitive game. Yep. Not super clean either way, but a very competitive game.
So 2-0 now to Alyssa. Comes a 2-0. There's a strike. So Alyssa leading off this inning. Again, she's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs on the day.
It's a good take. I mean, that ball was a strike definitely, but on the outside side, maybe not her pitch. And she's a leadoff, so you gotta approach it like a leadoff.
And it's her first time seeing this pitcher, so she can see a couple more pitches on her. Just maybe she gets a little more comfortable.
Another ball, and she get to watch her from first base.
Yep. So count 3-1 here. Comes the 3-1. There's a ground ball.
Trouble.
Yep. So she bobbled it, but I don't think she can make that throw anyway.
Yeah, I would score it as an error. I mean, she tried to backhand it, and it would have taken a perfect catch and a perfect throw to get Alyssa because she can flat out move. I wouldn't argue if you scored it as a hit.
But either way, she's on base, which is what we needed. She's the leadoff runner on with nobody out. Coach Pete going through a litany of signs. That'll bring up Bree Ordway up. Senior right fielder.
Not a great day for Bree so far. She had a fantastic last game, and I would say she's due.
Yep.
You throw her one she can get a hold of here. And
there's a pitch high. Ball 1.
I'm not great at telling you how fast she's throwing, but it's hard.
Look, yes.
I don't think I'd want to sit in the box.
No, not at this age and physical ability currently. I'm currently at.
Not at any age for me.
That ball, that's a good pitch on the outside part. Bree sort of check swings, but it's a strike. So it counts 1-1. Again, bottom of the 6th. Trojans up 8-6. Nobody out. Alyssa Brignac on first.
Yeah, I warmed up a many of pitchers on travel ball weekends, and them girls start throwing mid-50s, and I started getting very uncomfortable.
So there's a good change up. Yeah, Bree sits on it, but it's a strike, so it counts 1 and 2.
Again, I think it's a good take. I mean, if you're not expecting it, it's not a pitch you can do damage with, so you gotta let it go. Up high, bring her up. Got her swinging. So that'll be a first out, a strikeout by Bree Ordway to bring up Miss Coral.
Yep.
The senior catcher steps up with 1 out in the bottom of 6. Trojans still lead 8-6 with a runner at first base.
And Cora's had a good day at the plate. A couple walks, but even it was 0-2 in her last at bat, and she came back and drew a walk. So she's 1 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. There's a changeup, and she sits on it, flares it out to right field.
Yes, would have liked to see Alyssa take third base there, but maybe she didn't get a good jump. Maybe she knew she couldn't get there, but a great piece of hitting by Miss Lejean. The catcher has had a fabulous day. Maybe one ball that she could have blocked up, but other than that, she's been pretty much spotless on the day. Trojans have runners at first and second with 1 out. Brings up your leadoff hitter, Miss Macy Drody.
Yeah, this will be Macy's first look at this pitcher. Here comes the first pitch. The ball's fouled back.
Kind of locked her up. Ball inside, firm and inside.
So bottom of the 6th inning. Trojans are up 8-6. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Leadoff hitter, center fielder Macy Drody up to bat.
Can't say enough about Cora's at bat right there. I mean, that's first pitch, change up, and she just went with it. Call ball?
Yeah, he made it. I heard a sound. I thought he said strike, so.
I thought it was a strike, but
yeah, it's 1-1.
Anyway, it doesn't matter what we think. Come on, May. See what happens here.
Cora with good speed, so if we anything that gets to the wall right here should score 2. Comes a 1-1. There's another changeup. So they're mixing up their pitches all day long.
Yeah, not it hasn't been perfect, but they definitely have you guessing. Yep. Really need to get a run out of here. St. Fred's has scored two runs the last two innings.
That's
so
right.
You'd love to get that lead back up to 2, back up to 3 or 4.
There's a strike Macy takes. So now it counts 2-2, 1 out.
Don't throw a changeup.
Well, the thing is, you just can't keep the bat on your shoulder right here. Even if she swings through it, if it's close, I want one of my better hitters taking a stab at it. So here comes the 2-2.
Up
That's
and
high.
out. Full count.
Now, if we're going to reverse side right here, if you St. Fred's, you can't put her on.
I mean, I don't know. You look at what she's done over the years, the damage she's done. I'm not going to throw her middle. I would rather face Wilmoth, who hasn't had. Yeah, they got her. Yep. Little off speed outside. Macy's out in front, and they do get the second out of the inning. And Wilmoth is just as dangerous. I just find that she hasn't been quite as hot.
Yeah, to put 2 in scoring position. So, all right, 2 outs. And now to take a 2-out hit by your 2-hole hitter, Ellie Wilmuth. Sophomore starting third baseman. A little pause in action while we get the sign. Pitcher's ready.
Oh, big swing. Big swing, fouls it off the left field netting. This is the second time that Ellie faces her, so I think Ellie was the first batter that faced her. So, yeah, and big coming back with changeup, but it's hard to come back with a changeup when she was a little behind that fastball. And she comes back with a fastball, so as expected.
Yeah, low and outside to Ellie, so it counts 1-1, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Trojans are up 8-6. Runners on first and second.
Little gapper right here with 2 outs. Yeah, everybody's going to be moving. So
comes a pitch, change up. Ellie turns like it's going to hit her. It doesn't, but it's a ball inside. So count 2-1. So 2-1, you got to be sitting dead red right here, right? I mean, she's not going to. You wouldn't think she's going to double up the change up.
No, yeah, dead red, but also your pitch. Like pick a spot, pick a ball you want to hit, a pitch you want to hit.
And that's not the one you want to swing at. So now it counts 3-1.
Same deal. I mean, Ellie's one of your better hitters. I'm telling her if it's your pitch, you hit it.
Yes, I'm giving her the green light all day long. Pitcher comes set. Here comes the 3-1. That ball's up. So now we're going to have bases loaded for your 3-hole hitter, senior second baseman Avery Pete.
Good eye. Typically doesn't swing at bad pitches. A good spot for the Trojans. Good situation for the Trojans.
Yes. One of your better contact hitters in your lineup right here. Alyssa with good speed, so if a ball gets by right here, with 2 outs, she's gonna attempt to score.
Hard hit ball to right field. Right field turns her hip. Makes a great play, like textbook. Turns her hips, makes the play in right field for the 3rd out of the inning.
It's a game-saving catch.
Yeah, and look, it wasn't routine, but it wasn't like crazy special either. But she doesn't have the most speed, but she turned her hips and played it perfectly. One of the harder balls that Avery's hit, but that'll do it for the bottom of 7. We'll go back to the top of 7. Or excuse me. That'll do it for the bottom of 6. We'll come back with the top of 7. St. Fred has 3 more outs. Let's see what happens.
Get ready for fishing season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply.
I got the fishing poles. We got crickets, worms, and shiners. Yay! We need yo-yos too.
Get life jackets, sunglasses, artificial, frozen, and live bait, and everything else you need for your fishing trip. And don't forget your fishing license.
I can catch and release or put them in the grease.
Reel in everything all under one roof. Visit Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte, only minutes away from Millers Lake and Chico State Park.
The Law Office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans.
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it. At Brown's, you'll be amazed by the styles and...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sacred Heart High School in Ville Platte, Louisiana. Going to the top of the 7th, Trojans are up 8-6, and we only play 7 in, so St. Frederick's has got to at least score 2 runs right here to keep the game going. 7, 8, 9 in the lineup, but your 7-hole hitter right here is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs.
Oh, good changeup.
And Coach Pete knew it and called an opening pitch changeup.
Yeah, they're going to be aggressive. She's thrown some strikes. Did have a couple of little hiccups where she walked the batter or 2, but ooh, that was ugly.
Try to go back to back.
Went bowling on that one. Brings your count to 1-1. It's a lot easier to call these games when you're winning big. When the game gets a little tighter, it's a little bit more difficult. Big cut, swings through it, or foul tip rather, brings your count to 1-2.
There's a strike.
Yes, sir.
How to do it? 1 out in the inning, 2 outs from going to sulfur.
Yeah, you can feel it too.
Yep,
the girls are definitely know what's going on. They're down to their last 2 outs, down by 2. So Trojans lead by 2. St. Fred down by 2. Be a long ride back to Monroe if they're not able to rally.
Yep. So 1 out. That's the 8-hole hitter up. Hitless on the day so far. The ball up.
Yeah, that's a situation, we talked about Bree hitting 2 home runs. She was an 8-hole, so you're thinking just come middle, and let's go do damage. And
there
she
go.
Gets a base hit right up the middle. Jody fields it cleanly, gets the ball in, holds her to a single. They didn't come all this way to take the L. They're going to put up a fight to the very end. 1 out, top of 7, Trojans lead 2.
Comes a pitch. It's up and in. Just checking some game changer scores. Other local teams, Pine Prairie's down 3-0 to French Settlement in the 6th, but they have a runner on second and the top of their lineup up. There's a change up in the dirt. That's going to give second base.
Yeah, that's only the second issue that Cora's had there, but that ball gets away from her, kind of kicks off her glove, and the runner does advance, but that 1 run doesn't help them at all. So it really don't matter. Let's go get the batter and get this thing taken care of.
So it counts 2-0, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Trojans up 8-6, runner at second. Ball's low and in. Just check. Iota beat North Vermilion 3-0 to advance to Sulphur.
Awesome. That's
it's very good for Iota.
Yeah.
That's right on the middle.
Wait, did we beat Iota?
No, we lost 9-8.
Yeah, I remember it being a close game.
They put it on us pretty good, and then we came back and we lost by 1 on a walk-off to Iota. But those are two quality teams right, North Vermilion and Iota.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
So back to here, counts 3-1.
That one gets away from Cora. That one called out on a wild pitch. So the runner advances from second to third, and on the walk, the batter advances to first. So you have a first and third with 1 out and a top of 7. Trojans still lead 8-6, taking deep breaths all around.
But now you roll it back over to the top of the lineup, and now you're just taking it out. You're taking it out at first. You're not worried about the run at third.
Yeah, ironically, their 7-8 hitters have been more productive than the top of their lineup. An attempted bunt hits off of Cora, and she's making some grimaces.
So the thought process here, if you're St. Frederick, so even if she puts the bunt down for a sacrifice, right? The run scores from third, it doesn't matter, but the runner from first goes to second and puts a runner in scoring position with 2 outs and your 2-hole hitter?
Yeah, but she's not bunting for a sacrifice. She's bunting for a base hit, rather.
Okay.
She's in the left-hand batter's box, and she's on the move. So that was an attempted base hit bunt, which good luck, because Miss Wilmoth can flat out move. We would gladly take that out.
I was going through a lineup card right here. I'm not sure.
Base running change, maybe?
I don't know if he was just giving Cora a minute.
Maybe so.
So again, counts 0-1. 1 out in the top of the 7th. Trojans are up 8-6. But St. Frederick's with runners on first and third. They got to have 2 runs right here to continue this game.
Wouldn't be surprised if she tries it again. I mean, I think they tried to surprise us. Slapping. Base hit down the line to left field. Abby gets it in. Be a close play at home. She's going to be safe. Cora. Woo. Oh. All right, so let's try this. The batter hits a double down the left field line. Abby fields the ball, throws it in. A close play at home, but they do score both runs. When Cora received the ball, kind of swiped and turned around, and the runner got hung up between second and third. Cora threw it down to second, and then the runner advanced to third. So St. Fred manages to tie the game up on that double. Still 1 out in the top of the 7th. And the go-ahead run is at third base.
See, the problem is that girl's got to be out right here.
Absolutely.
You know, it's got to be a tie ball game with 2 outs and no run is on. Now the winning run, or we still get on that bat with the bottom of the 7th, but the go-ahead run now is on third base with 1 out.
Absolutely, and we had a chance for it. Like, she was hung up dead center. Like, you just take off running at her, make her commit, and get into a rundown.
That ball's hit hard.
Yeah, left, out of play, left side. Hits off the batting cages.
So now your score's all tied up here in the top of the 7th.
Whew.
Just
ball ground out to second base. So Avery is trying to protect that go-ahead run. I don't know if she was given instruction to do that. She had the easy out at first base, but chose not to take it. Really no threat at all from the girl at third base. So now you have a first and third situation. 1 out. So Nick's taking some deep breaths over there because we'd love to have that. Love to have that out, but again, I don't know what direction they got.
Well, and that's the same thing that happened at St. John. Watching from Game Changer, we had the same scenario, and not St. John, it's John Curtis. So I don't know. So they're clearly just we're going to give up the bag at second. So they're going to take that.
Infielders in. Infielders in, and we're protecting that go-ahead run.
So if you're Emily, you're going to have a ground ball to the infield. She's going to wait till the throw is made. And if you're Emily, you're going to have to get ready and throw a dart to home.
Ball down, ball. It's a 2-0 count.
So tie ball game, runners at second and third. One out here for St. Frederick's. Their 3-hole hitter up. We're going to have some sort of conference.
Yeah, Coach Pete's going over to the home plate umpire to have a
something's wrong with Cora.
Man, I would have loved to have that out at first. Again, I don't know what instruction Avery was given. I don't think that they were even remotely close trying to score from third.
I'm just thinking back to all the lost opportunities we had in this game. You know, we have 8 runs, which is good in a softball game, but to me, you know, we have opportunities to be at 12 or 13.
Yeah, and had opportunities to hold them to 3 or 4.
You know, in 6 at-bats, we have 11 hits, drew 6 walks. You know, it's just a ton of base runners. But we scored 8 runs, but we didn't come up with any of the 2-out timely hits when the bases were loaded or runners on second and third. So now Coach Pete will come out into the mound and have a mound visit. At mound visit brought to you by Evangeline Bank. And he's got a defensive play call sheet, and he's going through it. With this potentially being your last game of the season, he's going through the defensive calls to make sure about it. He wants them to do what he wants them to do. Now you can hear the St. Frederick's dugout coming alive. Like you said, Chad, they have all the momentum in the world. The last couple of innings, even before this one, they've scored 2 runs, and just kept fighting back. You know, it was 8-2 at one point, then went to 8-4, then went to 8-6. Now it's 8-8.
Yeah, we said it from the beginning. Without knowing a ton about them, other than the opponents they played, we figured they were going to fight to the end. A battle-tested team, and they got us in a tight spot here. So let's hope we can hold them to 2 like we did the previous 2 innings and get an opportunity to win this one in the bottom of 7. Ball down and away.
So that's 3-0. Walk's not the worst thing in the world right here. She might be walking on purpose.
I don't know.
You put the force in at home. They're right down the middle, so I'm not trying to walk on purpose.
It's 5-6 hole. What we got here?
This is the 3 hole.
Oh, really?
Yep. There's a foul ball and just barely foul. So
yeah, that ball bounced about a foot away off the bag, I guess.
She hit it just past the third base bag, just landed foul, and that's you're scoring 2 runs right there if that thing's a foot to the.
Yeah, it might get in the tarp pipe over there where it went.
So Amelia fights back now to even the count full, 3-2 when out comes a pitch, and there's a clean base hit. He's sending her home. Ball on the left, so no play at home. Cut. That'll get the runner to second.
Yeah, Abby bobbled it in left. I don't know if she could have got her anyway, but they scored 2 runs on the base hit. And that brings the score to Trojans 8, St. Fred 10. Still 1 out in the top of 7. St. Fred has gotten 4 runs in this inning. And again, you know, they have a runner in scoring position, so they may not be done.
They've scored. They can't start in the inning with the 7-8-9 down 2 runs. They've scored 4 runs. They've got a runner on second. They've only got 1 out. And there's a
line drive to pop, kind of a pop line to shortstop. Alyssa settles under, gets it for the second out. So that will be 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Trojans down 8-10.
Gonna bring up your 5-hole hitter.
Hard hit ball down the left field line, foul ball. Yeah, she got a hold of that one pretty good. Guessed right. Look, and we're down, but we're capable of scoring 4 runs in our inning. So we'll try to stay positive on air, and I sure hope they stay positive in that dugout because this team, the Lady Trojans, are capable of doing some damage themselves. Same exact swing, same exact outcome. Foul ball down the left field line. Set herself up for a good changeup here.
Yeah, she's on it.
It's the shortstop.
Maybe he's up to 140 pitches. This is Clampett. This is the shortstop.
Yeah, not many pitchers are going to be as good at 140 pitches as they are at 70. So it's understandable that they're able to put more back on the ball.
Maybe comes set. Here comes the 1-2.
Down.
Ball's down.
2-2. Understandably, we're going to continue to pitch around her. She had some really firm foul balls her first 2 swings. Check swing, foul tipped on the right side. Count remains 2-2.
Yep, so 2-2. We're in the top of the 7th. Trojans down 10-8. 2 outs. Runner on second for St. Frederick's. Comes the pitch.
Down. Ball gets by Cora. Runner advances to third. Again, probably scored as a wild pitch. Ball was in the dirt. And I think Cora's kind of beat up back there. She took a lick earlier and hasn't been quite as energetic. None of that matters if we get this out. Foul ball, third base side.
Yeah, that's a good at bat by this girl.
Yeah, I'm about tired of seeing her back there. I thought we were going to throw her a changeup. I thought she had set herself up for that, but we didn't. Count is full up. Runner is in scoring position. Lead is 10-8. Trojans down 2.
Just foul off her foot.
Yeah, that one hurt. She's on her knees, gathering herself and not getting up real quick. If she hit her foot as hard as she hit that other foul ball, she may not be getting up anytime soon.
Oh, man, she's really hurting.
We got some hands on some hips out there. We got some Lady Trojans that are feeling a little bit down on themselves to get in this position when they were in control for the most part of the game. But it just takes one base hit and a couple of base runners, and we'll be right back in this thing in no time.
So update on Pine Prairie and St. Fred's. It's in the bottom of the 6th. St. Fred's is up 4-2. Pine Prairie got 2 runs.
St. Fred's?
I'm sorry, French Settlement.
Oh, okay.
Pine Prairie got 2 runs on a 2-run homer by Josie Vidrine.
So what's the score?
It is 4-2. French Gentleman is winning. Bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, Josie was a player here at Sacred Heart for a while and transferred over to Pine. Very, very good ball player.
So she runs it off. She'll get back in the box. I don't know how many pitches this at bat is, Chad, but it's a lot.
Too many. That's how many.
Yeah.
But you just can't afford to give up another run. You gotta keep this thing within 2.
So full count.
Foul ball up to third base. Ellie settles under it, catches the ball for the third out in foul territory. So that'll do it for the top of the 7th. St. Fred does get 4 runs out of the deal. Takes the lead, leads the Trojans by 2. And we'll be right back with the bottom of the 7th.
Color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sacred Heart High School in Ville Platte. This is Nick Vail and Chad Fondo with you. Trojans now find themselves down for the first time in the game in the most important inning of the game. It's the bottom of the 7th. We're down 10-8, so we've got to have 2 runs to continue this. 4-hole hitter up, Emily Ordwell.
Hard hit ball to, great job by the center fielder. Center fielder gets a great jump on the ball. Emily, good piece of hitting, just in the wrong spot. And that's your first out of the 7th inning. So Trojans are down to 2 outs.
Gonna bring up your 5-hole hitter, Jenna Vaillant. Just looking to get on base anyway. Let it hit you.
Hit it in your big toe.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. But I mean, look, I didn't know this. Like, I didn't read a scouting report, but they have a solid 1-2 punch in the circle. And this young lady, number 12, that came into the game is every bit as good as the starter we saw today.
Yep, so pitcher comes set with the 0-1.
Change up, down. Ball.
I hit the catch. I didn't know if it hit Jenna. It hit the catcher.
Yeah, she got crossed up. Ball kind of hit right in the dirt right before her.
Yeah, I didn't know if it hit. Hoping it hit Jenna's back foot. Catcher seems to be okay. So that moved the count to 1-1, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Trojans down 10-8.
Just a base runner, just something to change this momentum, something to give some hope. The Trojans are tough up and down the lineup, so anything is possible. But the odds are against you when you're down to 2 outs. He calls that pitch.
She's feeling the pressure, yeah. She's mad at herself.
But that's that same pitch that we've been saying hadn't been called. And, again, we are a long way away. But I just feel like that pitch hadn't been called for the most part of the day.
So now the count's 1-2, 1 out.
Come on, Jen, get a rip. Down.
Change up.
Yeah, they're mixing it up really good. Even though they're not strikes, just keeping us on our heels. Brings the count to 2-2. Again, Trojans down 2 in the bottom of 7.
Throws it a changeup now to set up the fastball. And if it's Jenna, she just froze on the first 2. You got to be able to just be ready for it to cut loose right here. And she does.
Great play, backhand by the second baseman for the second out. So Jenna hits the ball, say 6 feet off to the side or towards second base. Second baseman backhands that ball and gets her out for the second out. Trojans are down to 1 out of the season. Tough game to call, boys and girls, because we feel like we were in control, knowing they're going to put up a fight, and not that it's over, because it's not, but the odds are slipping away. This is Amelia.
Yep, Amelia's up.
Senior pitcher who has gone the distance.
Couple of hits on the day. Counts 0-1. There's a changeup.
I mean, it's almost, you can almost guess that she's going to throw a changeup after she throws you a strike. Unable to throw it for a strike, but just keeps you on your heels.
Comes a 1-1. That ball's down. So that'll bring the count to 2-1, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th, Trojans down 10-8. Comes a pitch.
Hard hit ball out of play, right side. Foul ball. Bring your count to 2-2. The senior righty. Got 1 strike left for the season.
Yep. Pitcher comes set.
Down.
Ball's down.
Full count. Whew, this is tough to watch, boys and girls, because it's all going to happen right here.
So 3-2, 2 outs.
Walk, base hit, or end of season. I guess you get hit by a ball, but you know what I'm saying. That's strike 3. Man, hats off to St. Fred. They stayed tough the entire game. Strike Amelia out on this last pitch of the game, who was a very tough out. And the same goes to the Lady Trojans. They've had a heck of a year. Lost some senior leadership. Kind of got it figured out on the back end, and we're playing some really good ball. And heck, really played 5 innings of great ball today, and it just kind of let it slip away.
But look, it's disappointing, Chad. There's just no way about it. We're playing good ball at the end of the year. You felt like the matchups lined up for us with opportunity with another home game. We come out, we jump on them, and we just couldn't put them away in the middle of the innings when we had a chance. And we let them hang around, and they were able to keep piling on runs, and we weren't. So that'll do it for Nick Veillon and Ched Fano. We appreciate y'all listening to us for this season. That'll do it for Sacred Heart for the girls. Boys will play St. Ed's in the playoffs next Thursday. So y'all be sure to tune in. Thank y'all.
Bye.